Religious stereotypes and misconceptions are seen throughout all forms of popular culture. There are many that are perpetuated through musicals. The first example is from the musical The Book of Mormon. The Book of Mormon is a satire of Mormonism that follows the story of two missionaries that are sent to Uganda to spread the religion of Mormonism. One misconception about Mormonism, seen in the Book of Mormon, is that they will believe or do anything as long as they have their faith, no matter how unrealistic it may seem. In the story, the missionaries go to convert villagers in Uganda, and they are confused as to why these villagers, who have been suffering with AIDS, starvation, female mutilation, and disease, don't want to turn to Mormonism. This portrays the Mormons as not really wanting to address the real problems happening in the world, and that as long as they believe in God, that belief will fix everything. This portrayal of Mormonism sets them up to seem foolish and shows them as having a skewed idea of reality due to not being able to see the true consequences of a dangerous event.
A warlord who shoots people in the face. What's so scary about that? I must trust that my Lord is mightier and always has my back. Now I must be completely devout. I can't have even one shred of doubt. I believe that the Lord God created the universe. I believe that He sent His only Son to die for my sins. And I believe that ancient Jews built boats and sailed to America. I am a Mormon, and a Mormon just believes.
One of the lyrics, "A Mormon just believes," insinuates that all you need to do is believe and not doubt God, and the world will be yours. This misconception makes Mormons look foolish, but in reality, it is very similar to the other Christian beliefs. Believing in God goes a long way in the Catholic Church, and the reason why the idea of simply believing in this musical makes Mormons appear to be not in touch with reality is because in its context of facing a warlord in Uganda, Mormons do not have a skewed sense of reality. The idea in this song is an exaggeration of how Mormons believe and only shows the side of Mormons that is solely belief, not the instincts of wanting to help the people who are suffering physically. The next example from the musical Sister Act is the misconception about nuns in Christianity. Sister Act is a musical about a nightclub singer who goes to hide out from criminals in a convent. It shows the life of a nun and how the nightclub singer begins to change the attitudes of the nuns around her. One misconception shown in Sister Act is its portrayal of nuns as being constantly uptight and focused solely on God, and not being allowed to have any fun or entertainment. Mother Superior is shown as the most uptight and almost controlling, making sure the nuns are focused on their faith without being able to enjoy their lives. It almost puts them in the light of not being able to have any freedom and having to be stuck in the convent, bored and eating bland food. This portrayal of nuns makes them seem as if they are living a deprived life, and that they are just desperate to live a full life.
I've never talked back. I've never slept late. I've never sat down when told to stand straight. I've never let go and gone with the flow, and don't even know really why. I've never asked questions or taken a dare. I've never worn clothes that might make people stare. I've never rebelled or stood up and yelled, or even just held my head high. And all of the feelings unspoken, all of the truths unsaid, they're all I have left of the life I never led. I've ever gone surfing, or ran with a crowd, or danced on a table, or laughed much too loud. I've never quite dared to leave myself bared. I've just been too scared I might fall. I've never seen Paris, swum naked, been kissed. I've never quite realized just how much I've missed. And what did I get for hedging each bet? Another regret, and that's all. And all of the wishes unasked for, all of the needs unfed, they're all that remain of the life I never led.
The truth about nuns in the church is that they are not completely rigid and are not seemingly trapped within the walls of the convent. The misconception that anything fun is a sin is greatly false. Nuns, like everyone else, do like to have fun, and just because they live in a convent and have devoted their lives to the church does not mean they are not living their lives in fullness. The next example in the musical Jesus Christ Superstar is the misconception of Mary Magdalene in the Bible and her relationship to Jesus. The storyline of Jesus Christ Superstar is the story of Jesus, but is depicted in more modern times. A major misconception about Mary Magdalene that is shown in the musical is the idea that Mary Magdalene was a promiscuous woman who maybe even was a prostitute. It portrays Mary Magdalene to be an adulteress and insinuates that she was maybe Jesus' lover. In the song, I Don't Know How to Love Him, she explicitly talks about having many men in very many ways, making her appear as a temptress, and also making it seem as though Jesus was another one of her men.
I don't see why he moves me. He's a man. He's just a man. And I've had so many men before in very many ways. He's just one more.
In the Bible, there is no evidence that Mary Magdalene was any of those things, especially Jesus' lover. In the Bible, she is merely shown as a woman who is healed by Jesus and becomes one of Jesus' followers.